Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tradingrich.com. My name is RichardAdjei, and I'm the co-founder and head trader here at Trading Rich. I'm excited to present to you guys another exciting video here of what is going on with crypto. So I've been getting a lot of DMs from members and people outside my community asking, Richie, what is going on with crypto? I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on. I have to go and see the chart. So I'm happy to present to you the technical reason why crypto is selling off, right? So today we had a sell off in the stock market due to weakness in the regional banks. So the regional banks are having a credit crunch issue, things to do with auto loans and stuff like that, defaults and things of that sort. But I mean, based on the fundamentals, I don't know why that should be affecting crypto, to be honest, because regional banks have nothing to do with crypto. It has nothing to do with crypto. So why is the crypto market selling off, right? So the mainstream media always uses narratives, right, to figure out what is the reason why something is selling off. Okay. And social media, you hear a lot of noise, a lot of hype, a lot of stuff going on. But at Trading Rich, what we do is that we follow the charts, right? We let the charts guide us to tell us what to do, whether to short a stock, a crypto, or an ETF, whatever it is, we go by the chart. So let me go to, without much ado, I'll share my screen right away. This is a news I have here. It says, Bitcoin holding strong. This is a news from Crypto News, okay? So that's what the news is saying. So most people, what they do is that they come and watch, listen to the news. But the smart money, they take their position before the news comes out. The news is a lagging indicator, folks. If you don't know that, I'm breaking the news to you, right? Any news or any catalyst is usually a lagging indicator. Okay, is a lagging indicator. It comes in, price always leads. Price always tells you what's about to happen before it happens. So that is why we use technical analysis. So here I have this news here, another news again. It says Bitcoin holding strong, yet Trump insider opens massive 120 million short position. New crash coming? That is the question, right? So who knows what, right? Trump insider, probably President Trump told him something or something is going on. Who knows? I don't know, right? I don't know, right? So what I've realized is that in this second Trump presidency, I'm seeing a lot of insider trading going on, right? And you see that in the options flow. You see that, like, I mean, these days we have the government shutdown, so we don't really see that a lot. We don't see the news. We don't have the economic catalyst anymore. But before, when we used to get the CPIs, the GDP data, jobless claim data, I mean, as a futures trader, I always see that 1 hour before those news comes around, we see that either the ES or the NQ starts moving in the direction that the news is going to move. If it's a positive news, it starts going up. If it's a negative news, it starts going up, right? I didn't see this in previous trading years. This is the first time I'm seeing it, and it's very, very predictable. So we are seeing, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who to blame. I don't know, right? I'm just saying that's my observation, right? As a technical analysis trader, I follow patterns. So I use patterns to figure out what's going to happen next. Okay. So this is what the news says. Also, there was also news that came out today saying that, let me pull the news here. There was news that came out today that said, it said that, just one sec here, let me pull the news to make sure I got the right news here. It says that 450 million liquidated from crypto market in the past 30 minutes, and that came in around 3 p.m. Eastern. That was the news, breaking news that I got, right? 450 million liquidated from crypto market in the past 30 minutes. So what is happening in the crypto market is, I mean, it's mind-boggling, because the events that happened last week on Friday should not be causing the crypto market to sell. I'll be happy to hear from the crypto experts why this is happening, because it makes no sense to me, right? Tariffs, like things to do with tariffs, things to do with China, restricting rare earth material exports that is used to make semiconductor should not be causing the crypto market to sell. It makes no sense. Okay. Same here. Regional banks showing weakness and their stock selling off should not be affecting crypto market. So the bottom line is this. It tells us that the guys that control the stock market, the black rocks of this world, I mean, right now we have Bitcoin spot ETFs, we have Ethereum ETFs and all this. So now the smart money, the guys that used to control the stock market are now also heavily invested in crypto market. So it tells you that anytime that there's a panic in the stock market, you just have to follow the stock market. Anytime there's a panic in stock market, 99.9999% of it, crypto market is also down. And what you have to know, is that crypto, the cryptocurrency in general, is a risk asset. Anytime there's fear and panic, most folks are going to sell their highest risk assets first, right? Things like gold or silver are not selling. Actually, gold and silver made new all-time highs today, especially gold. Gold made new all-time highs today, right? And it reached 30 trillion evaluation today. Just today, right? So gold has reached $30 trillion evaluation for the first time in its history, right? So that's what's happening. So that's the question. So something like gold makes sense because regional banks has no business to do with gold. Tariffs, it has nothing to do with gold. It should not be causing gold prices to go down, right? So I'm expecting the same thing with crypto and Bitcoin, but we are not seeing that because the guys who control the stock market are the same guys who control the crypto market. Don't get it twisted, right? You can hear from all sort of guys from social media, oh, don't be scared, don't be this, don't be that. Listen, I'm a crypto investor, but I know what crypto is. Crypto is a risk asset, okay? And there's a time to buy. You buy these assets when nobody wants them, right? For me, I mean, I bought crypto. I sold my Bitcoin in 2021 in November. Why? Because I saw that using technicals, I saw that the market was going into a downturn because there was going to be high interest rates environment and risk assets are not going to survive. And we're going to go into the bear market. So there was no point holding Bitcoin. Right? I mean, people can argue, oh, you should have held it, but I don't want to hold something. I didn't want to hold it for 2 years, 3 years and be waiting. No, that's an opportunity because I'm a trader, right? As well. And that money could be invested somewhere else and gotten multiple, triple, quadruple returns than keeping it there and waiting, buying and holding, right? What did I do? In 2022 at the lows, I re-entered Bitcoin again. That's how to play it. Okay. So as a technical analysis trader, I know when to enter this risk assets and where to come out for a long-term perspective. You can also trade them as well. If you're a technical analysis trader, you can trade them as well, right? So once it's coming down, you can make returns to the downside. Once it's going up, you can make returns to the upside as well. Okay, so now let's go to the technicals and see what's going on with the technicals. So let me go to Bitcoin first. Bitcoin. Let's go to Bitcoin first. So this is what I have here with Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin all-time chart. So if you go to the weekly, you are going to see the mother of all trend lines. This is 2017 highs, and we can see that Bitcoin has been holding 2017 highs. So Bitcoin, mother of all trend lines, it has held. Let's extend this to this properly. Mother of all trend lines, it has held here. So here, this 2017 highs. This is 2021 highs. This is 2021 highs as well. This is the highs of December 2024 after the Trump election. And then we have 2025 here. This is the going here, okay? So now what is happening here is that we have Bitcoin pushing up here. And anytime this, so if you do the measured move for this, anytime Bitcoin came to this mother of all trend lines, it sold up by 80% in 2017, sold up by 80%. This one was 86%. This was 80% in 2021. And then here, this pullback was 30% in the Liberation Day tariff sell-off. Okay, so now let's look at what is happening here. Bitcoin went up and it couldn't break above this mini trend line, right? And I've shown, I did a video on this saying that my short-term target for Bitcoin is here, and it came, it kissed it, and it sold off perfectly. So now, hey, Richie, where is Bitcoin going to? Where's the next price target? Where is it heading to? Okay, so here, this is my weekly chart, and on the weekly chart, if this sell-off continues, right, that is, if we're able to clear below 104,000, we are going to head to the 50-week simple moving average, this red line, right? So that's a place where if Bitcoin holds, I would look to go long on either Bitcoin in a trading spot or leverage trading, or I can look to get like the stock related ones. I could get something like Coinbase. I'll get something like Robinhood, and I'll get something like MSTR. So those are how I'm going to look to trade this, right? So right now I'm shorting crypto related stocks like MSTR and Coinbase. And once Bitcoin gets to this level, I'll take off my shorts and then I'm going to flip long and go long, right? And we are going to ride it to the upside. Okay, so that's how I'm playing this. So next, if this sell-off continues, the next target for Bitcoin is 100,000. We'll go back to 100,000, or we might even go sub 100,000, right? That's over here in the red line. So in terms of on the daily, Bitcoin is currently at the 100 SMA, right? So if you look left, the last time Bitcoin came to the 100 SMA, the most recent one, it broke it slightly. So if you look at it, we can do a measured move here. So we can take this, right? We can take this move, like we can take this measured move. Like, where's my measurement to look at it? Just 1 sec. Yeah. So we can take this from here, where the 10 is, to this place. So this was 14%, right? So this is the 200 SMA and here. So it could come to the 200. Here it is. It can also, we can use the same metric, right? The same metric to get the measured move in case it breaks the 200. Then we are going to come somewhere here. So there's a lot of support here in this area. So price can hold and bounce and go, right? That is if we fail to hold this 200 SMA on the daily. Let's look at the weekly and see where it is. It's very close to the 50 SMA on the weekly, right? So that's what's happening here. So here, what I'm just doing is that I'm using pattern recognition. That's it, right? What happened in the past can happen again in the future, right? So my short-term target for Bitcoin is for Bitcoin to be trading at 100,000 sometime on the weekend or sometime on Monday, whenever it wants to trade, maybe tomorrow, who knows, right? Yeah. So that's my short-term target for Bitcoin, right? If this 200 SMA holds, we can reverse and look to bounce and go back here. First of all, it needs to remount the moving averages and try to go up and break the mother of all trend lines and go and retest this previous all-time high as well. We shall see how that plays out. Next one is Ethereum. So Ethereum is Ethereum has been respecting this parallel channel that I had on my chart here. So it has been respecting this parallel channel. So it went here to new all-time highs. Over here, that's at 4,963. And then here, and then what did it do? It failed, right? So as long as we don't break below this, this can still bounce. Maybe it can bounce here in the interim and then push up. If it fails, then the next area is going to come to is here. This area is pretty low here. Can come here and then look to bounce, right? And if the sell-off intensifies, then we are going to come to the 200, right? So give or take, if this sell-off continues, it might hold the 200 and then it's going to bounce there. That's where Ethereum can go. But for now, it's a ping-pong game in this parallel channel. So that's how you have to look at it. It's as simple as that, straightforward, right? That's what we are going to look at. Okay. So how am I playing this? How am I playing this crypto decline, right? How I'm playing it is that one of the ways I'm playing it, I'm using MicroStrategy MSTR. So MSTR here. So MSTR, I open a short position on this. So this is this here is, I believe, Friday. So I opened a short position here today once we broke below this trend line, because I've been waiting for this trend line to hold, right? This trend line, I'm waiting for it to hold. This is the hit here, hit there, I'm waiting for it to hold. And I've seen that every time MicroStrategy came to the 200 SMA, it held and bounced nicely. But for some reason, it's very weak now. It's not, it didn't even hold and it came down. So here, I'll wait to see if it can hold this parallel channel here. Possibly it's going to come all the way here to this area. So this is an area where I'll look to see if I can go long on it. That is if this lows coincides with the 50-week simple moving average on Bitcoin. So I'm just watching Bitcoin to trade this, right? So here I'm in a short, continue the short until the trend changes, right? So again, as the saying goes, the trend is your friend until the end. So this is the thing. I'm looking at this trend and looking at when it comes here, it's going to put in like a quadruple bottom, 1 bottom, 2 bottom, 3 bottom, and 4 kind of thing, right? And I'm going to look to go along and flip it. So this one of the trades I'm looking to trade. I've already taken a position here, but I'll flip long once Bitcoin confirms a reversal. And then this is also going to confirm a reversal, because this company is a company trading in the stock market, where they use all their money, all their company profits, etc., to buy Bitcoin. So this is like a leverage ETF of Bitcoin, MicroStrategy. The next one is Robinhood. Hood. So Hood, I'm sure a lot of people in the crypto space, called the reason why this also tracks crypto is that Robinhood sells, buys, and you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies there, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Dogecoin, etc. Everything there, right? So why is this selling from a technical standpoint? So here I also opened the short position. This one I opened a short position that was last week, Monday, because of this parallel channel, right? So I'll put in the position, I put my stop here, and I've been riding it since then, right? So now what I'm looking at is that I expect this to come all the way down here to the bottom of the parallel. That is the stock market being weak and crypto market being weak. This is going to sell, and I will look to peel off profits, start peeling off profit here. After start taking profit, I took profit here at 50% level of the parallel channel, and I'm going to take more profit once it comes here to the 50 SMA and this area, right? So once it comes here, I'm going to peel off, and I'll see if I get follow through. But I have it is most likely that it's going to bounce here, because last time price came here 1, 2, 3. This is going to be 4. So we are going to get a bounce, and that's going to coincide with Bitcoin bottoming, right, at the 50-week simple moving average, and then we are going to ride it up again to the highs. So that is the game plan. That's my game plan here for the crypto market. I'm going to play it using the stock market, but I'm going to be watching Bitcoin as a guide to trade these crypto related stocks, right? So MicroStrategy, MSTR. Let me just do one for Coinbase, because Coinbase is also a crypto related stock. So Coinbase is an interesting one, right? Because Coinbase, I have this beautiful trend line here, right? Price came here, boom, it hit, and it hit here. So I'm going to see if I don't have any position in this. This one, I'm just looking to see if tomorrow we break below this trend line. I'm going to look to short this. I'm going to look to short Coinbase and pay myself here. First profit target, second profit target. Let me mark it. So I'm going to buy put options. First profit target is going to be here. Second profit target, these are possible support levels. And then the 200. The 200 is my ultimate target. That's the 200 SMA on the daily. Okay, so that's how I'm looking to play Coinbase. And then once it bounces together with Bitcoin, I'm going to look to ride it up again and ride it to all-time highs. Okay, so that is the game plan, right? That is how we are going to play this week crypto decline. by trading crypto related stocks in the stock market. So Coinbase is the only crypto exchange listed in the US stock market. When they IPO'd in 2021, they IPO'd at $100 billion, which is remarkable for a cryptocurrency company, right? So since then, Coinbase has grown to be one of the leading exchanges in the world, right? One of the leading, most transparent and most trusted exchanges in the world. So yeah, so thank you very much for watching this video. So if you like the content, please put some feedback, comment there, and let me know what you learned from this. And also let me know if you have any tickets or ETFs or any crypto or anything like that that you want me to analyze. I will, my team and I are going to review it, and we are going to add it to the next video. So if you've not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like the video, and also join our free community, right? So in our free community, we post a lot of educational videos like this, and we post a lot of content, like trading content and stuff. And also, I invite you to join me tomorrow to trade with me live while I trade with Trading Rich futures and options traders tomorrow live. So if you join the community, there's the Zoom link there. You can click on it and join us at 8:45 a.m. Eastern. So we trade a specific strategy. We trade strategy in the first hour. And then after the first hour, we trade setups, right? Most traders trade setups. We trade a strategy in the first hour. So first hour, we trade a strategy. Most of our day trades, usually within the first hour, we catch the move of the day, either to the long side or to the downside. We have instances where we trade both. We trade long in one move and then short in the other move. Like today, we traded SPY, QQQ, CoreWeave, and a whole host of other stocks. So yeah, so if you want to trade with us tomorrow live and learn how to day trade, join me tomorrow live at 8:45 a.m. Eastern to day trade with us. Okay, so have a good night now. All the best. Bye bye. See you in the next video on Sunday. So join me on Sunday, every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I go live to let viewers know what is my game plan for the week and how I plan to make money during the week. So if you watch the videos, you're going to see that most of the stocks that I talked about on Sunday night, most of them took off on Monday. Example, the rare earth materials, we had those ones take off like crazy on Monday. So if you want to get real technical analysis, no hype, no narrative, no noise, you come and learn from us and tune in live on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern to learn about my game plan for the week. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night. Bye-bye.